Hey, welcome back to the channel, and we are back with another video. And if this is your first time finding this channel, my name is Gerard, and you're probably wondering what this video is about. Basically, once a week, I'll go into my local rack stores, Marshall's, TJ Maxx, Burlington's. I don't have a Ross Dress for Less near me, but that would be one. And I try to find fragrances that add a ton of value. Inexpensive, high-end designer. Sometimes I even find niche. Let's jump into the footage from the store. Today I was able to find 2 fragrances from Burlington. I'm excited to talk about them, but let's get into the video. So as I said at the start of the video, there are 2 fragrances that I was able to pick up. Let's get into them. The first one is Dunhill Edition. So I paid $19.99, and this is for the 100 ml. Now, this one has popped up in the past. It's just one that I never grabbed, but I'm excited to try this one because I know that you guys like this one. A lot of you have mentioned this one specifically. But also, Dunhill tends to do a really fantastic job at keeping the quality relatively high for such an inexpensive fragrance. So I'm excited to try this one. And the second one, this one is a great deal. Now, you can find the larger bottle at discounters for roughly $10 more. However, I felt like I wanted to grab this one. Now, I don't have this in the collection, and it's been a while since I've sniffed this one. Yes, cheaper on discounters. However, this is just the 50 ml, and that's all I need. I have hundreds of bottles of fragrance. I don't need the large bottle. So it was nice to find this one on red sticker. Scent I'm talking about is Spicebomb, the original from Viktor and Rolf. So we're going to get into both of these. I'm not wearing anything today. Normally I would test them on strip, but for the purpose of time, I'm going to test both on skin, tell you guys what I pick up, and let you know if either one of these are worth your time and money. Let's get into it. Okay, so right off the bat, I immediately get an old school vibe from the bottle. It has sort of that barbershop-y, vintage style look to it, the frosted bottle with sort of these pleats, these ribs going through. I like it. I like it quite a bit. So this is beauty and simplicity. Plastic cap. Yep. Very plastic cap. Let's take a look at the atomizer. Even the juice color looks vintage. Terrible atomizer, as I would expect. But let's see what this does. In the air, smells really nice. Soapy clean. Definitely has that old school feel to it, the oak moss here. Yeah, okay. This is definitely a vintage style fragrance. I want to say this one has been around a while. Has that vintage citrus here, the lemon, you get the woods, the oak moss, it's very green. This is probably not going to be ideal for a younger guy. There's little to no sweetness here. Smells really put together and sophisticated. As I would expect from Dunhill, the quality is there. It doesn't smell cheap to me, even though I only paid $19.99 for the 100 ml. It has this spiciness to it. There's probably some nutmeg or something like that in here. Maybe some sandalwood. So it's woody, it's spicy, it's aromatic, it's citrusy, and it's mossy. And that is pretty much what I expected looking at this bottle. So I like this one. There are other things that smell like this. There's other things that do it better, in my opinion, just on first impressions. One that jumps to mind immediately is Loewe Pour Homme, which is an amazing fragrance. Another one that I actually found at the rack store. I want to say I found that one at a TJ Maxx. That one, it just feels more alive to me. The quality's a little better, but I didn't pay much more than I paid for this. As it begins to settle a little bit, I'm getting a little bit more of a creaminess here. Reminds you of an aftershave or a shave foam, something like that. So yeah, not a bad scent for $19.99. Let's try out Spicebomb, see what that does. In the meantime, I'm going to take a look at the notes for Dunhill Edition. So the notes for Dunhill Edition, top notes are nutmeg, Amalfi lemon, bergamot, and lavender. Mid notes are clary sage, carnation, jasmine, geranium, cyclamine, lily of the valley. And the base notes are vetiver, fir, oak moss, Virginia cedar, amber, and tonkamine. So yeah, that note breakdown definitely lends itself to an older school vintage style fragrance, which this certainly fits that bill. Doesn't necessarily smell like it's going to be a great performer, so I think it might be lacking in that department. But yeah, let's jump into Spicebomb. So here we have Spicebomb, the original. And yeah, as I said, it's been a while since I've smelled this one. I'm a big fan of Spicebomb Infrared, the EDT, and Spicebomb Extreme. I like both of those fragrances. I own both of those. I do not own this. So, well, I guess I do now. Let's take a look at the atomizer. These have good atomizers on them. I've always liked the atomizer on the Spicebombs. Okay, so yeah. In the air, it is not lying. It is very spicy. Man. Yeah, and this also has a clean vibe to it. So although it's super spicy, it has this aromatic, clean, almost brightness to it, which is unlike the others in the line, in my opinion. The OG definitely kind of sticks true to the aromatic fougere style, but super spicy. Yeah, the spice is just absolutely jumping off of my skin. But also has a freshness to it and almost like a little bit of a citrus, so that there's probably some bergamot or something in here. This one is really underrated in my opinion. I know all the others in the line get all the love. This one, I don't think gets talked about quite enough. It's fantastic. I can see this one getting a lot of positive attention. It almost has this, it may have even mandarin orange in here. I'm not sure of the notes. I'm going to take a look at them in a minute, but that sweet citrus up top that's ever so present, it's like kind of just in the background because the spice here is so prominent. It really balances things out. Has a slight creaminess to it, and this doesn't smell like everything else. It will remind you a bit of, I think, Bulgari Man in Black. However, the Bulgari has a much more prominent leather note to me, and it's a little darker. It also has a little more vanilla, but this one, it's kind of lacking that, which I like. I like that it's just hyper focused on the spice and those aromatics. This is really nice. I enjoy this one quite a bit. Let's take a look at the notes really quick. So the notes for Viktor and Rolf's Spicebomb, top notes are pink pepper, elemi, bergamot, and grapefruit. Mid notes are cinnamon, saffron, and paprika. And the base notes are tobacco, leather, and vetiver. So as this settles in a bit, it definitely everything kind of evens out, becomes much more rounded and smoother. Again, that creaminess here is really nice along with those spices. I had the mandarin orange incorrect. It's probably the grapefruit that I'm picking up in combination with that bergamot. And the elemi, I mean, it does add sort of this resinous feel to it. So, man, this is a really well-balanced, well-thought-out scent. I wouldn't change anything with this one, which is saying a lot. There's nothing that feels out of place or overdone or heavy-handed. It's just kind of a perfect scent for this type of DNA. And it also has this warmth to it, which I really enjoy. Not on first spray. As it settles in, it begins to become a little bit warmer. So I would imagine this being ideal for like wintertime, fall time, cooler weather, but one that you could definitely get away with in the summer as well. I just wouldn't spray too heavy, but you could wear this out summer night. It's going to work. Has a real versatile feeling to it. So I can see this being worn day to night easily. So yeah, out of these two, I'm definitely sticking with the Spicebomb as being the better of the two fragrances without question. This one, I'm not going to rush out to grab. If you see it and you don't have a sort of old school vintage style fragrance, you can't really go wrong with this one. However, I think there are better options, and there may be even better options at the rack store. But overall, not a bad scent, and it's okay. It's, again, not one that I'm rushing out to get. Now, if you come across Spicebomb, that is one that I would grab. This, holding this 50 ml in my hand, it feels like a little guy. But again, like I said, it doesn't really, for me, 50 mLs is plenty. I don't really need anything larger than this. So with a larger collection, you kind of have the benefit of being able to buy the smaller bottles, 30 mLs, 50 mLs, and still be able to enjoy the scent without, going all in on the big bottle. So really nice fragrance. I'm happy I added it to the collection. That's all I have today, guys. I would absolutely love to know what you guys think of both of these fragrances. Have you tried either one? Do you have a preference as to which Spicebomb you like? This one is a sleeper, in my opinion. Not a sleeper. I know people like it, but it's not talked about enough. I would love to know your thoughts. Drop it in the comment section down below. If you like what you saw today, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share this video, hit that bell notification so you are updated whenever I upload new content. But until then, have a fantastic day, and I'll see you in the next video.